Greetings and welcome to the channel. You are tuned in to the North Node Oracle. And in this reading, we're going to be tapping into the energy of Sagittarius. If you have a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, this may be the reading for you. If you have a North Node in Sagittarius, you may also receive messages from this reading. Also, if you are a cross watcher, this is a good way to see what energy is surrounding your favorite Sag at this time. Well, I will see you in your reading. Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. In the first position, we have the Five of Swords. Second, we have the Seven of Wands. Third, we have the Seven of Cups, Tower, and the Star. What you need to know right now, Sagittarius, is that the time for bickering and fighting is coming to an end. I don't know if some of you who are watching this video at this time had a situation in the recent past or in the present moment where it was just hard because you had to compete in something. Competition, a little bit of disappointment, and then you had to work yourself back up the mountain, meaning that you may have had a little bit of disappointment, and to get your footing again, you had to work hard, and maybe you were faced with choices. Maybe the choices were very surprising. Maybe the disappointment was shocking and surprising. But what Spirit wants you to know, though, is that even though we sometimes have difficult and disappointing times, and we have to work hard to move ourselves out of the energy, and it could be a little confusing. What the universe wants you to know is that you have fought your way back into balance. That there is something that happened during this Tower moment, because I'm feeling that the disappointment happened here and you had to fight your way back, and then the Tower moment happened. It could have been an epiphany. But just in case it wasn't, what Spirit wants you to know is that you are new. What you need to be aware of is that in some ways, this disappointment was a setup for your comeback. What you need to be aware of, Sagittarius, is that having this Tower moment equipped you with a skill set that you did not have before this Tower moment. I don't know exactly what it is, but this is not something that you were exuding before this moment. So there was something that changed, and it could have been after this disappointment, that balanced you out and that allowed you to see your power. How Spirit is helping you, Sagittarius, in this situation, or how it will be helping you. What I'm hearing is that this Tower moment needed to happen, because if you were never cracked open, then none of this glow would have been ever revealed if you weren't cracked open. You wouldn't be able to juggle and balance like you can now. It's almost as if I am seeing the fire in this Tower moment, even though it is thrusting you from this tower. You will land, and you will hold it in your hands, Sagittarius. Whatever it is that you walked away from, or whatever it is that you are having trouble with right now, and Spirit is helping you by sending you synchronicities on what to do next. Spirit can also be helping you because the Tower threw you out of a position or a situation which caused change, and now you're in a place where you wouldn't normally be, that it gives you more opportunities now. It's almost like this placed you where you were supposed to be. I do see a little disappointment, because who likes change? No one wants to be thrown from a tower. There may be a little bit of disappointment. But something needs to come to an end, Sagittarius. Because there is something waiting for you. But first, there must be something that comes to an end. We have the Tower and the Death card on top of each other in this reading. Don't fret though, because look at who it is that you are becoming and what it is bringing in for you. Sagittarius, what other messages do we have? Another thing that being thrown from the tower and possibly experiencing the dark night of the soul, this facilitates you conquering your own demons. You realizing that you are stronger than you ever knew you were. And with this infinity up here, it has always been this way, Sagittarius. But when we are surrounded in the dark, and when we are being thrown from that tower, when we are in confusion and we have all these choices, it can sometimes be hard to see or to know that things are going to be okay. What I see coming up also for you, Sagittarius, is that, like I said, you are going to master whatever this thing is that you are fighting. You are going to tame whatever it is that you are fighting, Sagittarius. Another thing that you need to be aware of, Sagittarius, is stealing from yourself. Stealing from yourself by postponing this tower moment and this death moment, because we don't really like the unexpected. Potential outcome of this situation, again, is that you will be a master of your reality. We have the Queen of Pentacles next to the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, look, I mastered. I know how to juggle now, because I had that tower moment. I was disappointed at first, and I did have to go through a process of rebuilding. I kept my mind set straight. I stopped stealing from myself by living in the past. I know who I am. I'm living in the future. I'm living in the present, or I'm preparing for my future. I'm living in the present. I'm moving towards the future. This Five of Pentacles is a reminder, Sagittarius, of how we can steal from ourselves by continuing to live in the past here. Also, when you come back from this tower moment and you start living in your strength, because this is you, and these are the things that you have walked away from. Some people may feel like you shut them out or left them out in the cold, because when you experience a tower moment and when we have this death card, you are not the same, meaning your mindset is completely different. The things that you would accept, you don't accept them anymore, and the potential outcome of this situation is growth, opportunity, the fire inside, creativity, calmer waters. Sagittarius. Let's get a few more messages for Sagittarius. I think I'm going to continue with this deck because I feel like there's some more messages for us in here. So we've established that we experienced disappointment that we've had to fight our way back from. There were many choices we could make, and then maybe a decision was made for us through the Tower card. And what that did was that helped us build our DNA up to be a stronger person and to know how to tame ourselves and balance out our emotions here. We have balance here. We have juggling. Even though we may have been a little emotional about it, we see that water, that turbulent water. We know that Spirit is helping us by maybe sending collaborators in, or synchronicities from the universe to let us know that we are on the right track, because we may feel a little lost and disappointed about where we were before. We are holding our heart in our hands and we are looking this way, but we don't realize that we do have two cups behind us that are full. Once we realize that, we know we have to move on and probably move into a different type of person and how we relate to others, and mostly how we relate to ourselves. So we go through a transformation. And then when we exit out of that transformation, we are standing up and we are looking in the eyes of our fears, and we have tamed that. We have tamed it. And we make sure that we don't steal from ourselves and we don't harm ourselves. We practice ahimsa with ourselves because we don't want to steal from ourselves by thinking about the past, because we know what the future holds for us if we walk forward. This night is moving forward. We have changed, we have transformed, we have been thrown from the tower. We are experienced or have experienced a rebirth. So some people may feel left out in the cold. Your other self may feel left out in the cold because you're not feeding into those thoughts anymore. You're not stealing from yourself anymore by having negative thoughts. And when you put all that momentum on the table, then we have the Ace of Wands that comes in with a new fiery beginning in our creativity, in the fire in our bellies. Or if you're looking at this as a love relationship, could be something different. But let's go ahead and get a couple more messages for Sagittarius. We have the World. I'm going to leave this as the last card for this deck because this is the end of a cycle. You have gone through the Fool's journey. You have mixed both yin and yang together. You have accepted the transformation. You didn't fight it. And when you came out of it, you were hugging that dragon instead of being afraid of it, using the things that you were afraid of. This could look like maybe, let's say you had an addiction problem. And what you did is you decided to talk about it. You decided to teach people about it. You decided to be a sponsor. As you can see, they are looking straight at this lion. They are not looking away. They appreciate it. They have put a lei of flowers around the neck of this lion, letting it know that they thank it for the things that they have gone through because they have learned from it. And it has facilitated the end of a cycle for you, Sagittarius, when you master your fear. Okay? Let's get some more cards. Take a chance. Be strategic. Not showing hand, gambling. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. And let's do one more. Let's go ahead, heart with the key, okay? Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting it together, perfect. So Sagittarius, with this new beginning here, with this new fiery beginning here of creativity or whatever it is you're looking for, it's letting you know that you have options and that there will be a lot of things that present themselves to you in this time. And to be very strategic about what you choose. Because you are coming up to the end of a cycle where you will start anew. It shows it right here with the Ace of Wands. So it's saying that you, even though you may be presented with a lot of different things, when you make those decisions that you're going to make them from the new point of view. A lot of rebuilding is going to be happening, and it's okay. What it's saying too is don't sabotage yourself by stealing from yourself, by continuing to live in the past, because if you continue to go forward in this Ace of Wands energy, what you could attract is you could welcome love into your life. You can open your heart Maybe because of the competition and the fighting and the being thrown from the tower and the transformational moment, maybe your heart chakra could be shut down a little bit. But what Spirit is saying is that if you continue to go forth with what it is that you are accomplishing, meaning going through the process, there is a great chance that the one that you could be meaning could be you. Ooh, you hear that gong? All right, let's get a couple of more messages. And when I say meeting you, it means meeting a different aspect of yourself, okay? Be still, keep quiet. What that's saying to me, Sagittarius, is that if you are still feeling a little listless or emotionally and physically exhausted from being thrown from the tower, you may still be going through that transformational moment, and to just be gentle with yourself. Be still, keep quiet. Be in nature as much as possible. Do your meditations, your affirmations. Maybe it's helpful to do affirmations while you look at yourself in the mirror. Something like, I am not afraid of change, or everything that I ever wanted was on the other side of fear. Okay. It's our last message for Sagittarius. Cleanse. This can go a lot of ways, Sagittarius. I mean, keeping your mind clean, keeping your thoughts clean about yourself, keeping your intentions clean, the way that you think about where you're going, cleansing your space, because how we keep our space does put off energy. And in this time of transformation, I know for a fact that it helps you to feel better if your surroundings are clean. I'm getting for someone that you may want to do a cleanse for your physical body. Maybe you found something out about your health, or you decided that you have a goal with your health, and that could have been a tower moment for you. And some advice would be that a cleanse would be good. I'm getting so much energy from this reading. I could just continue to pull cards here, but we're going to pull one more message here. And we're going to do that from our message deck here. And what's the last one we have? Potential outcome. Wow. Potential outcome. Endings bring it. New beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Honestly, Sagittarius, if I had a mic, I would drop it right in the middle of this table here, because we got, with this last card, we have coffin, and then with the other cards, the last card we got was the world, which is the end of a cycle. So the potential outcome of this situation is that you will bring in a new beginning that facilitates growth, change, liberation, and transition. So, Sagittarius, that is all I have for you in this reading. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Always remember that this is a timeless reading, so my readings have no dates on them. Whenever you come across it and it resonates, then it is the reading for you. If you'd like to receive more readings like this, don't hesitate to reach out and touch that subscribe button. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. And remember those new beginnings. Those new beginnings are on their way. They are on their way, and they want to bring growth, change, and liberation to your life. Thank you so much. I'll see you in your next reading.